I think there's a chance that Jim Caldwell and Leslie Frazier are picked last. If you just have an old schoolyard, let's draft them thing, they are picked last. So I think a case can be made. I think Jacksonville can say, we like Urban Meyer, and you can lay out a reason. I think that the Jets can say, we like Robert Saleh, you can lay out a reason. Mm-hmm. Arthur Smith in Atlanta, I think you can defend that against Eric Bieniemy if you want. And I think it can be a good discussion where you go pros and cons and you go back and forth and all the variables and all that type of stuff. But if you're telling me that it's between Eric Bieniemy, Leslie Frazier, who there's a lot of stuff to like, and Jim Caldwell, who's not even in the NFL, I can't sit here and justify why you would pick the other two than Eric Bieniemy. I can't do that. So to me, it goes back to what we've been talking about with the Texans for a long time, and that's competence. This doesn't make a lot of sense if you're going to choose one of the other two instead of Eric Bieniemy.
There's another reason, and let's just dig in. Let's open up the hornet's nest right away here in the loop. It's not just about hiring, whatever, an African-American coach or a coach that fits Deshaun Watson. They talk a lot about culture over there. Their culture, we know what it is. And so whether you're white or black or whatever, they clearly have indicated a preference, and we'll get into Josh McCown.
Faith, family, football.
For that. For a cultural fit. Eric Bieniemy does not fit that. Eric Bieniemy, not because he's black, but because he's outspoken, he's blunt, he's deliberate. He's just one of those guys that thinks on his own. So it's not about, if it was just about the most qualified, Robert Saleh would have been interviewed. If it was just about, the guys that have taken the most steps, the best steps, it would be about, I don't know, any of the other candidates, Arthur Smith, Brian Dable. This is how you need to frame this in your mind's eye. And keep in mind, it's not white, black, it's culture. It's their culture. It's faith, family, football. The Texans have interviewed Tim Kelly, David Culley, and Josh McCown. They didn't interview, nor will they interview, Robert Saleh, Arthur Smith, and Brian Dable. If it's about, guys, the best coaches, they would have interviewed those three guys. But what do Tim Kelly, David Culley, and Josh McCown have in common? They can abide. They want abiders.